Hi everyone, it is Will, and it has been a very long time since I did any kind of music tips. After a long time of not doing music tips, doing a lot of music teaching online, and participating in different groups, I'm finding that there's actually something that we need to talk about. So let's talk about harmony. So I want to start making some videos that'll help you work on finding harmony while you're listening to songs. It's going to be really, really simple to do this. And to get us started, we're just going to work on our 5 note scale. Our 5 note scale, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. We're going to do this in C in this video. However, you can do this in whichever key you'd like if you can play an instrument. So we have the C chord here, C, E, G. Do, mi, so, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now, if you're really, really new to harmony and you're trying to figure something out, the best thing to do is start with that 5 note scale. And while you're playing it, start with just the basic movements, the do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Easy peasy, nothing to it, right? Well, let's start working on harmony. The next thing we would do is get up to that mi. Do, mi. So we'll be singing mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi. Let's do our best. Mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi. Was that tricky? Let's try it again. Mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi. So that is typically what you would hear described as an alto line, meaning that that note is a third above. That's the typical way that an arranger or a composer would have written for choral music, especially as I said with the altos. Now let's go ahead and do what would be called the tenor line. Now typically you would start the tenor line an octave lower, but that's okay. We're going to actually just start with the so. So instead of singing do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, we're going to sing so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. So there's a lot of things going on here. Let's try it. So, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. Let's try it one more time. So, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. So this type of movement is actually referred to as contrary motion, meaning that the notes that you're singing are going in a different direction than the notes that the piano are playing. So this is an easy way, again, for you to find another harmony line. Now, again, typically a tenor or a second alto, a lower voice, but not quite in the basement, would be singing, obviously, octave lower, so they probably start on the so below that starting do, but that's what they would be singing. So that's a really easy bass way to kind of figure out the three major parts. Now, if you're dealing with someone that's a bass who's trying to learn harmony for the first time, I have great news for you. In this particular instance, you probably would just sing do, so, do. That's it. So, learn this whole thing. Do, so, do, so, do. Really easy. Let's try that again. Do, so, do, so, do. In some instances, you may switch the so's and actually go down. Do, so, do, so, do. As you can tell, I'm not a bass, I'm a tenor. To do that, I can sing it up the octave if you'd like. Do, so, do, so, do. Now, the reason this tends to happen is the bass has to kind of set up where the actual chord is. So if you're learning harmony, you're going to find out that the bass line is super important. It really determines if we're in root position, meaning that the beginning of the chord, so the C in C, E, G is at the bottom, or if we're in an inversion. Typically, we don't necessarily want to stick the third in the bass just because it's such a strong and determining factor in the type of chord, whether it's major or minor. So it's common to see the fifth, though, the so, the G, C, E, G in the bass. That would be our second inversion. So that's a lot of information for you, but that's a really good way to start out harmonies. I'm going to try to do a harmony video once a week to kind of help you guys out. See if this 5-step harmony helps you. If it does, fantastic. If not, hang on tight. We will be doing more videos. So again, I guess I will call this series the Harmony series because I just didn't realize that it was just so hard for so many people to find harmonies. I will say, as a person who grew up in choirs. I kind of took it for granted because I always sing harmony. Very rarely did I actually sing the main melody, unless I was in like an all men's choir. When it's all men's choir, usually the first tenors get the whole the whole harmony part or melody part. Excuse me. All right. Again, I hope you find this helpful. Feel free to rewind and go over whichever one of those exercises you'd like. And I will see you next week here on my channel while we're doing this harmony little section. So I hope you guys have a great week. Again, I'm Will. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.